the second weekday game win of the season out of a possible 3, not counting the showcase. During their skip, the Ice Rays were outscored 18-4 despite recording 35 or more shots in 3 of their 4 games played. And they were swept in consecutive weekends to Wichita Falls at home and Amarillo on the road also. And however, with an overtime loss on October 17th, Ice Rays did earn 1 point despite slipping to 5th in the South. That's a quick shot by Topeka, saved by Graham Hunt, and drawn out back to neutral territory with the help of Brad Power. Picked up by Michael Bevilacqua, feeds near side to Lillian. Now Power, high slot, he holds, tripped up from behind, still takes a shot, save made. Lively rebound coming out off of Vladimir Sabolka. Gets some help from his defenseman as Lilia picks it up far point. He risks toward the net and comes back out again. And there is John O'Connor to help out Sabolka, who's had some trouble after his first game of the season, adjusting to the North American Hockey League and getting up to the standards that he had over in the Czech Republic. Now back to the way, quick shot saved by Hunt. Rebound comes out. Adam Canova is there to stab it away, and it goes back behind the Topeka net. Luka Mavra upended. That's going to be a penalty. Luka Mavra left side, throws it to the middle, goes off of Graham Hunt, picked up, and slung ahead for Andy McGlynn off the bench. He sweeps out left side into the offensive end. Tries to jump by a check. He's bodied up a puck by Sean Brennan, and caroms behind the net. Aldrich Lindsay steps in, feeds in front, picked off by Baker, and he comes up the left side. Back the other way, Baker takes a shot outside the circle, goes off the blocker of Hunt out toward the near side, and pinballed around toward the wall, and backhanded by Drake Lindsay out into neutral ice, picked up by Andy McGlynn. Now feeding over far side. Dylan Dix takes a stab at it. One Topeka player goes down in a heap toward the boards. Puck comes back out to neutral ice, and again picked up by the Roadrunners. Now rolls its way in. A couple players go sprawling for it. Instead, chopped back to John O'Connor in the Topeka end. Approaching 6 minutes gone by in the first period. Still no score, and Graham Hunt will hold on to a puck that lofted out of the air off of a redirection in front. And Brennan gets some help, kept in the zone, far point, quick shot, turned away by Sabolka. Ice Rays finish their changes. The puck squirts out near side half wall. Carter Johnson to the blue line to Dix. Wrist shot toward the net, hitting no one. Power played it in front up high. And again, squirts its way through before any danger comes forward. Now, quick whistle by one of the linesmen, Scott McNally, and potential hand pass called. And so this one comes back out to around center ice. Just before 8 minutes into the first period, we still don't have a score. Shots right now 5-3 in favor of the Roadrunners, and it's much tamer compared to what it was over on Thursday night. Topeka outshot the Ice Rays 40-25, and to put it in perspective, the Roadrunners are averaging just under 45 shots per game over the last 8 games against the Ice Rays, with 5 of those 8 coming with 45 or more shots. And it's a big thing for head coach Scott Langer to worry about Corsi numbers, which does offensively convert with shots against, shots on goal, and those percentage numbers. So they're okay by running the numbers and just hoping that the more times you put it on net, the more chances and the more times you could score. As Max Harper tried to rat near side, he is thwarted by Simon Butala and losing it on his way out of the zone, Brady Jones. And so Topeka jumps back into their own end. John O'Connor will move it out of his own blue line, sweep it far side, and connect through looking for Strong. Topeka comes with a forward change, allowing Corpus Christi to gain it back again. And out of those teams, the Ice Rays have one of the lower records between Aberdeen and Cooley region. They just had a lot stronger goaltending and defensive play to help them out over the stretch of their first 13 games heading into tonight. Play back in the left side. Trevor Huser will cross ice to the right to Kruger. Has some trouble at the Topeka blue line of hemming it in, does so, and will walk off to finish a change. And played up, back up the far side by the Roadrunners. Picked up by Harper. And slung to the middle for Brady Jones. Goes off his right leg back to the blue line. And offside called with Hayes just not able to keep it in the offensive end. So this one doubles back into Ice Rays neutral ice after the other side of this timeout. 8:20 to go in the first. Still no score. Back with more Ice Rays hockey right here on SportsJuice.com.
Are you running a business with cell phones?
We're unable to take your call at the moment. Please leave your
name, number, and a brief
When time is money and the message is urgent, you need two-way radio.
Unit 5, return to yard immediately.
Safe, reliable, distracted, driver-legal two-way radio from A&B Communications with built-in fleet tracking.
Units 14 and 22 assist Unit 5 at well site 108.
Hand units, vehicle-mounted base stations, fleet tracking, on-site or wide-area communications for business. Online at abcom.net. That's abcomm.net. When you need to
Talk business.
You're listening to Ice Rays Hockey on SportsJuice.com.
8:20 to go in the first period of play from Shield Magazine rink inside the American Bank Center, and the Corpus Christi Ice Rays still no score. Launch knuckles down at the Topeka end. Picked up by Sean Brennan in the slot, fed over far side. And back around the Ice Rays blue line it comes. Knocked down at the red line by Toby Kircher. He'll sweep in up the left side. Lays off to Miller, back to Kircher. Down low. Kircher circles around behind the net. Goes behind, and he's pushed down into the boards. Strong physical play from the Roadrunners as Ryan O'Connor gets it back. Now Toby Kircher will take it back again for Corpus Christi. Two guys in black get it out toward the near corner. Jimmy O'Brien. He's nestled up along the wall. Poked ahead by Brady Jones, and in come the Roadrunners. Kickoff play on the near side by Tucker Bender. He's able to get it back and feed it over left side, and the Ice Rays come back charging. It's Miller in offensively, streaking near side to Cavanaugh. Off his boot into the corner it goes. And again, no one really getting a firm grasp of a rush. Cavanaugh pitchforks it ahead, and it gets caught up in the legs of Brady Jones, and a scrum ensues. Squirts free into the corner. Kruger giving chase with Seth Camrus, brother of assistant coach Josh Camrus, and Topeka will nudge it out to neutral ice once again. 4:25 left in the first period of play. Shot own changes. And the Roadrunners swing up center. Tyler Hayes with it. Jumps across the red line into the offensive end. Right side for Norris in the circle toward the net, and a weak shot goes toward Graham Hunt. Now Trevor Huser, he's being bear hugged, and he's getting into a shoving match behind the Ice Rays net with one Topeka player. They're separated for the moment by the two linesmen stepping in, and that gets a rise out of this home crowd. And so the alternate captain steps in, and he'll be escorted into the sin bin. It was with Brady Jones, and so Huser gets the ovation from the home crowd. Both he and Jones will go off for coincidental minors for roughing after the play, and time for these minors come at 18:04 of the first period. And so we'll say 5-on-5 after the skirmish. We'll set up shop in the Ice Rays defensive ends.